Unfortunately, there are issues with the VA nationwide and here in Spokane.
That's been a big talking point in Washington's 5th congressional district race. Both Lisa Brown and Cathy McMorris Rodgers say something needs to change.
So what are the candidates planning to do about it? KHQ's Peter Maxwell has insight from the Lisa Brown campaign, but we'll begin tonight with Patrick Erickson, who is following the Cathy McMorris Rodgers campaign. Patrick?
Less than a month away now from the midterm election, Representative Cathy McMorris Rodgers has been busy campaigning, now traveling in an RV between towns here in eastern Washington, urging people to get out and vote. The wife of a Navy commander, one of the Congresswoman's top issues over the years has always been veterans and veteran care. Last month, she toured the urgent care unit at the Man Grandstaff Veterans Hospital, along with the chair of the House Veterans Affairs Committee. The two came up with ways to improve care for the 60,000 veterans here in eastern Washington, including funding an urgent care unit that would be open and staffed 24/7. Currently, the urgent care is open 12 hours a day after recently expanding their hours back in August. But in September, McMorris Rodgers voted in favor of a government funding bill that includes the highest level of funding for veterans in history. The more than $71 billion would treat nearly 7 million patients over the next year, funding for things like mental health care, reaching veterans in rural areas, and treating homeless veterans.
The way that we show our gratitude to those who've served is to make sure that they get the care that they need. And we came together, we made this a priority, and I'm really proud that we are continuing to do everything possible to roll out the red carpet for our veterans.
The Congresswoman is also hoping to build a partnership between the Spokane VA and the WSU College of Medicine to provide veterans with care while also helping in the development of local students and doctors, helping keeping them here in eastern Washington. In the studio tonight, Patrick Erickson, KHQ Local News.
Patrick, thank you. Yes, there is new funding, but is the GOP approach really enough to pay the VA's bills in the long term?
McMorris Rodgers' Democratic challenger says no. KHQ's Peter Maxwell is with Lisa Brown's campaign tonight. Peter?
You wouldn't call the Military Times a left-leaning news outlet, but in covering the president's approval of the, quote, largest VA budget ever, the publication underscored Lisa Brown's concern that there's not enough money to properly pay for a much-needed overhaul of the whole VA health system. We're talking about the VA Mission Act, which was passed at the start of the summer. The legislation aims to improve the department's community care programs and expand veterans' previous ability to access private health care. But the budget that Congresswoman Cathy McMorris Rodgers is trumpeting only includes about a year's worth of funding for the Mission Act reforms, leaving a staggering $1.6 billion budget gap by this time next year. Brown sees this, the shortfall, more business as usual by Republicans.
Veterans have seen this before. Promises that don't get kept when it comes time to fund the actual bill that's passed. Instead of real budgets, there are these short-term fixes for one program at a time, and it catches up with veterans.
Democratic candidate wanted to address was medical marijuana access for veterans who might use it to help treat post-traumatic stress disorder and chronic pain. But neither the White House nor the VA officials have expressed support for expanded use of medical marijuana, even as advocates like the American Legion have touted its benefits. Brown is no stranger when it comes to the military. She's currently married to a Navy veteran, and her grandfather, father, and brother also served either in the Navy or the Army. In the newsroom tonight, I'm Peter Maxwell, KHQ Local News.